We're going to replace our drive belt tensioner. It's located on the front side of the engine, accessible through the passenger side wheel well. It's good to remove our engine cover here. On the front are two little plastic locking buttons. You can use a flathead screwdriver. Simply go in, turn those there, about a quarter turn. That should unlock those. That allows us to simply pull up, pull this off. And on the back side, you're just gonna have those little rubber grommets here that are holding this in. So just pop that off and set it aside. Let's go ahead and remove our serpentine belt. And on the bottom here, we have a tensioner between our harmonic balancer and our AC compressor right here. And what we're gonna do is put a 19mm socket on here, and we're gonna slowly turn this counterclockwise. This is gonna compress the shock here, or this little unit right here, and then we'll remove that belt. Now you want to do this slowly, and we'll compress that. Okay, to remove that belt, and then we can release that tensioner nice and slow. A little tip for you right now: before you remove your serpentine belt from all of your pulleys, now's the perfect time to sketch it or take a picture of it with your phone. That way there, when it comes time for reinstallation, you know exactly what pulley goes around. Using a 17mm wrench, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this here. And we'd like to use a ratchet in here, we just can't fit it. So that's why we're using a wrench and doing this by hand. Now before we remove this here completely, I'm just gonna loosen this up quite a bit. Now we're gonna move down to our hydraulic tensioner down below and unbolt that. We're gonna remove this 12mm bolt right here on the bottom side of our hydraulic piston here. Remove that bolt, and this should be loose. Now with the hydraulic tensioner disconnected, we can continue removing this bolt. Now that we have our bolt loose, we can go ahead and remove our tensioner. Let's go ahead and line up our tensioner here. Let's go ahead and get that bolt started. All right, snug that down. Next one, we're going to install our bolt for a lower hydraulic unit here. Go ahead and install your lower bolt here. Let's go ahead and feed our belt down, down, and down. So this belt is going to run over, the upper part of the belt runs over to your alternator. The lower part of the belt runs around the back side of this tensioner here. On the upper belt, I'm actually going to put a little clip on here. This is just going to hold the belt on the upper portion here so we can go down below and continue running that belt. Okay, so this belt is going to come down. It's going to run around our harmonic balancer. Runs around the AC compressor to our tensioner here, and then it runs around to our alternator. So at this point here, we're going to go ahead and compress this tensioner and then pull our belt up and over. Now once you have your belt on, You want to go ahead and make sure that the belt is routed around all of your pulleys and is fully seated in all of the grooves and all of the accessories. If not, the belt itself can work its way off, can shred and cause damage. So at this point here, everything looks like it's in good condition. We're all set. Now at this point here, you want to go ahead and hop in the vehicle, go ahead and start it up. You want to make sure that everything is operational as it should be. Once everything checks out, at that point there, you can go ahead and install your engine cover. Once we get this lined up, we use our screwdriver to lock in our push pins here, our little lock tabs, and you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.